Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to my channel. My name is Nicole Christine Martinez. I am an internationally known psychic medium. As a natural-born psychic medium, I use no tools to conduct my sessions. All the information is channeled directly from my spirit guides, as well as I have the ability to communicate with those that have passed on. Feeling a little lost in life, not knowing which direction you should take? Contact me. You can reach me via Instagram at Psychic Nicole Martinez or Facebook Nicole Christine Martinez Psychic Medium. Or check out one of my impromptu live sessions right here on Facebook, where I will answer one free yes or no question per person. Make sure you like my page to get notifications of my live sessions. I look forward to helping you excel to a higher level. Hey, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Donna. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. How's everybody doing? Hi, welcome to today's live. Oh, they just auto-populated, so I have to say hi to a lot of people. Hey, Charlene. Hey, October. Hey, Andy. Missed you guys too. Hey, India. Hey, Amy. Hey, Nancy. Hey, Dan. Hey, Erica. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Fatima. Hello, everybody. Welcome. There's been very big storms over here. Hi, Daryl. Very big storms. We've had big storms since yesterday. Hey, Val. Today's episode's called How Nikki Didn't Get Electrocuted, trying to set up all of this outside with like water everywhere. Hey, Liz. Welcome, 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 everybody. I mean, this is crazy wet. And I would just drop things, so that didn't really help. Hey, Joe. So I've been taking the last few days off. Hey, Danielle. And there's a loose lizard. It got into the screen. And probably like 15 minutes ago, I lost sight of it. So the Spirit think I should go back to work at Dunkin' to help with finances. Spirit said, yeah, Danielle. Hey, Catherine. Hey, Lexi. Hey, Kilo. It's just, it hasn't rained like this in a long time. Hey, Melly. So, and then on top of that, I've been taking a few days to adjust to the energy because the energy has been very, very rough on me. So I've been trying to reboot. So tomorrow I'll be doing sessions and possibly all of Sunday. So if you've messaged me, I've been trying to conserve my energy as much as I can. You're welcome, my love. Is the color of the new car white? I don't know why I see white, but I also see red. Anyone there? Oh, hi. So if you're new, welcome. My name is Nicole Christine Martinez. I'm an internationally known psychic medium. I am a natural-born psychic medium, so that means I was born with the ability to see past, present, future, as well as communicate with those that have passed on. I don't use any tools. I just channel all the information directly from spirit. So what I offer in my live sessions, we talk about different subjects, and I answer one yes or no question per person. So, Daryl, if you feel free to ask one yes or no question. That is my offer. For details, mediumships, everything, then that's obviously paid sessions, which I give discounted rates to followers of my page. So yeah, guys, there's a lizard. And it's like a big one. He's been done, Melly. Oh, happy birthday, Kilo. Daryl, I'm sure everybody's Nan's here, but realistically speaking, like I explained, answer one yes or no question. The only reason I do that is because I have to be my guarded as most that I can, because if not, I'll pick up everybody's relative as well as everybody's issue. So I just focus in on the question that gets asked. For you, Charlene, it's seeming more like the week after. Of course, Melly. So if I did that for you, Daryl, I would have to do that for everybody. So is the father's child side of the family? I actually got a yeah. You're welcome, Charlene. Well, there's only 4 a week now. So there was a lot more before. I know, Charlene, we gotta go with the flow, baby cakes. Remember, sometimes you do things that you're not supposed to do. So little things cause little delays. Daryl, does it matter do you think you're psychic? Oh, Melly, I'm sorry you feel like that. I mean, everybody has their abilities to a certain extent, whether it be one has the ability, one has the ability to have premonition dreams, one has empath. Hey, Christy, one has, whether it's developed or it's not developed is a whole different story, Daryl. That's what I was asking. We all have spirit guides. We all have our own intuition. Just some are developing. So, hey, Ali. Yeah, Charlie, but for example, I tell you don't do, and then you go and you do certain things. So then that kind of, you got this. You gotta hang tough, baby cakes. Well, then do it, Daryl. If that's your life purpose, then go for it. Look at Andrew. I'm good, Ali. I've been trying to rejuvenate for the last few days. Like I said, the energy is very, very shifty. For the last few days, Charlene. Hey, Alexis. Lexi was here a second ago with another account. She even told you it was her. So how has everybody's week been so far? How are we adjusting to the shift in the retrogrades? See? There she goes. I pay attention. Lexi. Exactly. Good. Let's clap it up for Charlene for listening. Yes, she does, Melissa. Yeah, it is. Like I said, the energy is actually very, very draining and tiring. It has been very, very draining, very, very tiring. People are either extremely sleepy or they can't sleep. There's the two extremes. No, I know what you meant, Amy. So it's been, remember, we just went. So on the 12th, we went into Venus retrograde. We had one day in between. Good, Alexa. He will. They all will. Guys, remember, right now is peak time for excess to pop up. Why? Because Venus reminds people of where they messed up. And then something in their mind says, maybe we should fix this. Some people are meant to be there and get fixed with you. Some people are not. As long as we stay conscious of that and don't fall into it. Remember, this exact one that's going on right now, at least the Venus, because remember, Jupiter went retrograde yesterday. At least Venus, yeah, the sleep is like, it's off, Christy. It is off. Hey, Lisa. So, at least with the Venus energy, what were we talking about? Because I'm Venus, I'm Jupiter, I'm like all over. Yeah, so we have to really analyze the situation, people. Exactly. So it's very beneficial to a lot, but friend-wise, not Andrew, that's for sure, Ali. So remember, we went through this exact retrograde, okay? Because this exact one, which is Venus and Gemini, that's perfect, Christy. We want them in their feelings, guys. We want them in their feelings, okay? Because that means that they are starting to reflection, having moments of reflection. So 8 years ago, this happened. What, Andy? What do you mean? That what I'm saying is, okay, so 8 years ago, we had the same exact retrograde, right? Doesn't necessarily mean that it's the same players, like role players in our life. Sometimes it is, okay? So what we do is we look back on 8 years ago. I know it's hard to remember what happened 8 years ago, but that's what Facebook memories are for. That's called astral projection. To a certain extent, your body's wanting to astral project, Erica. You got your chakras aligned, so you're a lot more clear. So it's almost like your body's wanting to astral project. I know what you mean. Yeah, like conscious, but like zoned to a certain extent. That you're getting to your own level of meditation where you could astral project or be able to awaken. So 8 years ago, guys, I know it's hard. Why? For example, my Facebook memories seem to have been erased for I miss you too, Jazz. I've been trying to find my 8-year ones, like during this Venus retrograde time. There's none. I mean, it goes 9 years, 7 years. So apparently I was going through it and I was deleting a lot of the shit I was posting. So right now, it kind of makes sense to me what was going on 8 years ago. So what, like I said, it doesn't always have to be the same role players in the situations, but whether it be a love relationship or a friendship or something like that. Certain situations are going to arise that 8 years ago were happening, and it's about maneuvering them in a different way. Yeah, the veil's very, very thin, Liz. So we have all these planets in retrograde. On top of that, we had the full moon in Scorpio. So we've had a lot of planetary alignment and astrological shifts in the last few days. So the energy is really intense and the veil is very, very thin, which is also Jupiter calling you to spiritual awakening in its retrograde that started yesterday. So it's like, you have to think back. 8 years ago, would there have been, be realistic. So if there was something going on in your life, let's say in a relationship, and you're currently feeling like you're going through the same thing, it's about how you do it differently, whether it be how you control yourself from. See, I don't even know how to give an example. So like, okay, I could give an example. All right. So let's say you were dealing with somebody and the way you maneuvered the situation 8 years ago was in a non-positive way. I know, Daniel, it's happening to all of us. So it's about how you handle a situation. So maybe instead of acting irrationally like you did 8 years ago, maneuver in a different format. We want a different outcome. You know what I'm saying? or if in a friendship things were going in the wrong route, you have to kind of like analyze it to what could you have done differently for the outcome to have been different, or if you're seeing that it's getting to that way and then it kind of tweaking it. Oh, you're very welcome, Erica. Hi, Micaela. You see, Allie's going through it. Hey, Sarnisha, what's up, girl? Long time. Some of us will have the same players still playing the key roles, and some will just be new people with similar situations. It's just about how we navigate from what we did back then to right now. So remember, 8 years ago. If you don't have shit going on 8 years ago, that's great. Congratulations. But you're still probably going to have some kind of something come up. Yeah, so same players, everybody. So it actually does happen. So you have to, hi, Claudia. I'll have to look at it, Christy. Because if I get out of it right now, then I'm glad you do, Erica. I knew you would because you were all messed up, girl. So this energy shift has been so... Yeah, October. You could have completely different things. I don't even get alerted for my messages at this point, to be honest, guys. Only because tomorrow I start up all again to do sessions. And I have just been trying to conserve all my energy as much as I can. Because during these big shifts, there's a lot of energy being absorbed on top of the energy frequency being very high. So it affects me to begin with. And then on top of that, a lot of us are going through stuff. So it'll just like clench onto my energy. And it'll drain me. Like the other day when I tell you guys I was not feeling well at all. I was not feeling well. I honestly thought I was going to die. That's how bad I felt. And I was like, no, I need to make sure that I am completely, because I have to do it in a very healthy way because I'm using my body as a tool. So if I am completely worn out, then that's not cool. So I've been doing a lot of self-healing, God, that better be the one outside. Can't even concentrate because I know that thing's in here. Because I've been feeling really sick, guys. And it's just, it gets to a point that I have to catch up on sleep, do my healings, do my meditations, do my own stuff, and kind of just retract myself. Because if I don't, then I can't rejuvenate my energy how I need it to be. And I know this weekend I'm going to need it a lot. So I've kind of just been Coca-Cola. Oh, no. There is no drinking going on during these retrogrades, baby. Not happening. I suggest you guys don't drink as often as you do. Yeah, no, I know, but I think those are the ones outside. Okay, so Nancy's asking, will I have a clear answer by the end of July regarding her pursuing a big contract? I got a yes, Nancy. Hey, Maha. Thank you. I am trying. Tomorrow I'll feel better. Every day that's passing, I'm feeling a little bit better. But I've had to sleep with crystals. I've had to do energy healing with crystals. I've had to do massive protection meditations, do all kinds of shifts. Because remember, there's I love you too, Andrew. Yeah, Micaela, you have to give yourself. Oh, hey, Natalie. We have to give ourselves, time to rejuvenate. Okay, Marvy. Yeah, it's going good. So I've been honest. There's never really as much as I would like to retreat and just not do anything. That doesn't happen. Remember, I have kids. And then I have a little one that today has, I don't know, guys. I know they say it's a terrible twos, but I mean, I think this is always. So today, for example, how my day usually starts. Well, meditation's the only thing. They have specific meditations for doubting, for anxiety, for overthinking. Do a playlist. Don't just put one. Make a whole fucking playlist. Listen to that shit on a loop, okay? If you get a 10-minute meditation, that's not going to do shit for you. Let's be realistic. What is 10 minutes going to do to you? What you need is a long one and guided. Why? Because they'll be putting all the information back there and you're able to absorb everything. If not, it's like craziness. So it is getting, I'm telling you guys, what are you going to accomplish in 10 minutes of a guided meditation? Nothing. So you make a playlist. See, I have playlists for every mood that I'm in. For any need, whatever I feel that I need to work on that night, whether it be just sleep or whether it be getting answers for myself, because remember, I can't read myself, or whether it be for healing, overthinking, anxiety. Oh, oh, Natalie. During this time, it's going to be, hey, Jennifer. Hey, babe, will everything work out for my house that I'm buying? I got a yes from Spirit, Jennifer. So my daughter woke up today. I mean, she was super loving this morning, which lately she's been terrible. I'm like, okay, it's going to be a good day. And then like 20 minutes in, it's like a scene straight out of Carrie. She's like, Mom, blood. And I mean, she, I guess, had a booger, but it was far. I don't know where it was, okay? And I guess she picked so hard that she, like, did a little cut in her nose, and you know the nose bleeds a lot. And she's like, but I got it. I mean, I'm talking about blood, people. And she's like, and I have poop. So I was like, okay, we're gonna handle the blood first, and then we'll handle the poop. So at this point, I knew it's gonna be one of those. And this isn't even a joke. I can't make this shit up. I took a picture of it because I'm like, half people won't ever believe me unless like I document things, because I swear that if I don't, she does the weirdest things to me. But yeah, it was good times. Good time. Oh, Joe, no, this one with her mogul, I mean, she went in there, okay? And this is yeah, this is how Galileo was this morning. That was nice. And I mean, like, she didn't cry or anything like that. And surprisingly enough, I handled it very well. Because, well, luckily I saw the thing so I knew it was coming out of her nose. And then I saw a little cut, and I was okay. We're not going to freak out about this. Not my first rodeo with that. No, she was not phased, people. She was not phased, okay? All she showed me right there was I didn't give up, because it's right here on my finger. Didn't matter what was happening over here. She didn't care about any of that. She cared that she got it. I'm like, okay, all power to you. Oh, girl. You see, what you did with Dylan, she would have not given a shit if I told her to wait. She would have done it anyways. That patient thing, oh my God, I can't believe he's going to be 4. Yeah, I already knew. I was like, oh, my day's fucked. Let's be honest. When the day starts like that, like, what else are you going to do to me? Okay, and she did plenty. Like, plenty. Plenty. At one point, I was like, something has to be wrong with her. Maybe if I give her a Tylenol, like one of those kids' chewable Tylenol, maybe she's having like growing pains or something. Just to not think that maybe she's just a bitch. Because I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, there has to be something wrong to explain why you're being like this. And no, there isn't. And I'm like, where does it hurt? And she'll be like, my finger. And it's like, okay, so I know nothing really hurts. It's just her. So Emery is asking, is the person I'm with the one I will marry? I gotta know, Emery. So yeah, I'm like, why is this happening right now? And my mom's like, Nicole, what do you want me to do? Like, she was just picking her nose. Yeah, you'll be okay, Jen. But yeah, that's when you know your day is gonna be fantastic and fun filled and very, very adventurous. I mean, like can't even imagine the shit she's done today. So I'm hoping by the time I'm done with live, she's asleep because she just then she got in her toy bin, and the toy bin was all of a sudden a bathtub. So at first she's just in there like playing. She has all the toys on her, and I'm like, oh, that's cute. I'm in a bathtub, mommy. Okay, and then I'm gonna look at her again. So this time she's naked because she was in the bath. So I need you to put water in here. I'm like, we're not doing that. So as I'm coming towards her, she's like, I'm gonna do pee pee, and I'm like, don't. Emery, it's one question per person, my love. For a mediumship and stuff like that, you could inbox me and we could set up a session. So, we had a few naked and afraid moments today. That's what I call them. Is me and my boyfriend going to be together in 5 years? I mean, the person you're dating with? Yeah, Joseph. It's okay, Emery. I do 4 live sessions a week, and I answer one yes or no question per person in each session. So next time I'll be on live is on Sunday if you have a yes or no. So yeah, good times. No, that's the thing that saves her. Is she's cute, because if not, I don't know. And I can't even get upset because she's just like me. So I'm like, why? So every day I call my mom, like, Mom. Yeah, Daniel. Sometimes I answer a yes. Oh yeah, I got a yes for you, Joseph. Well, remember, people are linked to us. They don't only try to communicate with us through this. They could communicate with us just with their mind. I'll even give you an example. I'd be a bad example to give, because I know when somebody's really looking for me, or it's almost like I hear somebody calling out my name. I could be, you're welcome, Jen. I could be like dead asleep, and I'll just wake up, and I'll have my phone on like do not disturb or anything like that. You will, Natalie. Remember, guys, divine timing. We have to do things when it's the right time. We can't get ahead of it. We can't go behind it. We have to go with the flow of certain things. So everything happens how it needs to happen, when it needs to happen. Sometimes it happens to us later in life. Sometimes it happens to us earlier. But what's going to happen is going to happen. Oh, thank you, Joseph. I'm just honest. Sometimes I'm not pleasant, but it's just that some people sometimes don't want to hear what I have to say. They get angry. Like I always say, you guys don't want to hear the right answer and the truth, and you want to say, it may be what you want to hear, but it may not be. So you have to be open-minded to it, because it's going to be whatever Spirit says it's going to be, and that's what it's going to be regardless. So don't shoot the messenger. So if you want somebody to just tell you what you want to hear, you go to somebody else, because I'm not going to do it. Don't have time nor the patience for that. I get people that get upset at me all the time. Fine, they always apologize after. I don't take it personal. At this point, like, I went to 52 people. They all told me, you were the only one that told me the truth, and I called you a bitch. I mean, okay. I told you. What do you want me to tell you at that point? Told you so. I knew you'd be back and apologize. Like I said, remember, I'm just a messenger. So, Spirit will say, but those people will just go along with whatever you want. Like, there's a lot of people that jump to the conclusion that they have some kind of witchcraft on them. Like I said, 90% of the time, people don't have the witchcraft on them. There's 10% that may have, but it's not as big as people make it seem. But they'll go to somebody and they'll be like, somebody did something to you and you need to this, you need to that. I'm like, that's not true. Oh, you too, Jen. So it happens, people are like, oh, I went to these people and they told me I had this. They could fix it for this amount. You don't have that, they're trying to steal your money. Like I said, the percentage of that actually being the case is a lot smaller than people think. Does it exist? Yeah. That's not true, Shelly. But that's it. Hey, Luke. Will I be able to come back down next February? I got a yes, Luke. It happens all the time, Daniel. And it's sad because they get people when people are very vulnerable. And then they'll give them like a few things that are the truth, just so that the person's like, well, they have a point, Unfortunately, there are shitty people like that. And then they'll say, but you have this, and you need a limpieza, or you need me to take these roots off, or you need me to do this, and then I'm going to charge you this. Get out of here. Yeah, they do. Past lives do keep affecting us in this life. So that's why I always say, like during full moons, it's a good time to do like cord cuttings and stuff like that. Or when you're even doing your releasings on full moons, you release not only things from this life, but from past lives as well. Why? Because it does cross over. Lexi is... Yeah, you're good, Lexi. So, I mean, like, you're all right, Lexi. You're good. Normal. Nothing crazy about it. So, yes, like, and that's why I always say, whenever you're doing, like, any releases or anything that has to do with your current, make sure you add past lives as well, whether it be, like I always say, it's very important to release vows of poverty, vows of celibacy, any witchcraft or curses from past life, any karmatic things that are coming from other lives. So it is important not to only worry about here and now, but we have to kind of worry about what's happening in the past life too. Because if a person had, I guess, like, let's say that they were a nun in a past life. I'm glad to hear, Maha. Remember, guys, once I'm done with my sessions, unless it's something that I look into very often, I can't remember details. I'm just channeling all the information. It's so crazy. Every time, and I was saying that to Marvin before I logged in, right before I go on, my nose just gets like running. Christy, past life regressions, meditations. So, also something I've seen before as well. Sometimes in our spirit guide. Oh, awesome, Marv. This rain hasn't let me get out of the house. Rain is asking if I'm going to be a correctional officer. I gotta, yes, eventually, Marina. The amount of energy, Charlene, are really like grasping at mine. And there's, the more people there are in the room, the more, remember, I could only block myself to a certain extent. I know. Did you get empanadas? Because I heard they were really good. So the energy is just, I'm trying. I'm sorry. I'll get to everybody this weekend. But I just want to be in tip top. You gotta listen. There's ways of, remember, they'll instill certain fears in you. Martha Stewart's great. That's the thing, guys. But I will tell you what I have seen. Not a lot of times, but I've seen it a few times that in like the spiritual quadrant, and by because in Spanish se dice cuadro espiritual. Okay, so your spirit guide team, your spiritual circle. I've seen that one is a nun. Now, here's the thing. That's great. A nun has very pure energy, very loving, very devoted. But a nun can't get married, and a nun can't have money like that. So I've had to dig deep to see, when you look at the big picture, you're trying to figure out what is holding this person back. At least me, I have to see everything in the picture to see where it's actually. So I've had to like dig super deep and be like, oh shit, this is why. And then at that point, what we do is that we do like a switcheroo of a spirit guide. We give that one like the elevation that person, like that spirit guide needs in order to send it off to somebody that actually will need their guidance. Like someone that's going to be a nun or somebody that's going to be a priest or something like that. Because not always do they have the same qualities that we want. So it's happened a few times. We've had to do switcheroos. Yeah. Because they'll stop you from achieving certain things. Hey, Duncan. Yeah, that's right. Maha had one. I've only seen it a few times. It's not something that happens super often. I've seen like a priest. I've seen some shamanic like guides, depending on the shaman, that may also not allow that. Oh, thank you. Actually, guys, one of my eyes is bigger than the other. I just lined it differently because my contact got stuck and I couldn't take it out. My eye got super swollen. I had to put it on another contact. So this eye is smaller than this eye. So I had to line this one thinner this one thicker and this one thinner so I could kind of even them out. Okay. Going good, Duncan. She was raising the hood. Don't need to be poor again. I agree. But it happens. And sometimes situations like that, you have to kind of like, that's why I say when we do our sessions, like I like to go, at least especially like our initial one, I like to go really in depth so I could figure out where the problem is. Oh, Duncan, I don't even argue with them. Hey, buddy. I don't believe, but they're the first ones to run when they have an issue. I read for pastors, rabbis, you name it, I read for them. Priests, nuns. When people got problems, they go fix it. Well, it's a process to release them. Don't think you could just be like, okay, gone, be gone. It's not that simple, Erica. Oh, thanks, Daddy. It was swollen. I promise you, I didn't look like this earlier. As a matter of fact, maybe you guys noticed that the intro to today is different. So I was used to the other intro, so I knew when it was going to switch off to me. And today that got changed, so I did they have to be agreeable. Majority of the time they are. It's very, very odd to find a group of spirit guides that are not agreeable. Like I said, it doesn't happen often when there's a Discord. It doesn't, but it can happen. It's never a dull moment, people. So I was looking scary. I was scared. I look so bad, guys. I mean, it was bad. That I put like my shirt over the majority of my face just in case by mistake Marvin would press go live. Because I was like, this will be just freaking. We always have a few guys. I have a lot of them. And then we have this thing called like passerby or spirit guides. So these oh no, I wasn't, Duncan. I promise you I wasn't. There was nothing cute about it. Bad. Okay. I mean, I was covered up. My hair was not, it was bad. I was like, oh shit, Marvin, you better not press that button because we're in trouble. This is bad. So I was literally with my t-shirt covering. I could see through the t-shirt, the screen. I mean, if you can control it, Andrew knows. Andrew saw me looking rough today. Who else saw me looking rough? October? Marvin? Oh, this. Thank you. That says Gitana. My main spirit guide's a gypsy. So that means gypsy in Spanish. Now I want to get the same font on my other wrist with my daughter's name, since it starts with a G2, which is Galilea. So I want to get Galilea on this wrist. I don't remember it hurting, but it was a while ago. Oh, thank you, Lauren. I brushed my hair, guys. I actually did brush my hair a little bit. Trust me, guys. I look rough sometimes. Especially when I'm feeling like shit. If you're having one of those emergency sessions, just know that your emergency session is going to consist of me looking like I live under a bridge, a troll. Gotta pay me with riddles and shit. There's two more that I want to get. I would get a lot, but I want to get my daughter's name on my wrist because I already have my son's name, and I want to get the phases of the. Yeah, I did October. It's just that you love me, you stupid. I want to get the phases of my eyes. Yeah, my eyes were. I mean, it was bad, guys. The phases of the moon down my spine. Yeah, Lauren, I've been taking a few days, like, kind of off to reboot since we have 2 retrogrades that just went on, and the energy's like, so it's been killing me. Yeah, even when I'm not gonna sit here and tell you guys I look great when I woke up. I look fucking crazy. There's nothing a makeup can't fix and a brush. So if you call Nikki and it's an emergency, just know it's not gonna be nice. I have no shame. I go to the grocery store in pajamas, people. That's just me. You know. You pick your battles. I will. It's just that I have the notification. Honestly, I have the notifications on mute. Like I said, I've just been trying to reboot myself because this weekend I'm going to have a lot of sessions. So I have to be like, I got to be on point, people. And all I can think about is I just want to sleep. I go in PJs all the time. I don't give a shit. My favorite's when I don't match at all. I mean, I don't match. I look That's scary. And then people will be like, I'm like, what are you guys you are disgusting. Like when somebody like checks me out, I'm like, you are fucking gross. Like, really? Are you that desperate? Christy, you got this. Eventually, Duncan. You take it out there already. So, guys, remember my next live. Yes, you cannot with the negativity, not the thoughts of whooping their ass, none of that. Especially not right now. Right now, it's just crucial for us, people. Patience, keeping your vibrations high. Guys, if you, even the thoughts of worrying is adding negativity and adding shit to it that it doesn't need. So if you're sitting there and you're expecting, and this is not only for Christy, this is for a few of you. Yes, unfortunately, people have a pattern of behavior in certain situations. Now, that person's your twin flame, and you're about to venture into the new aspect and new book of it, not even chapter. You have to go into this new book completely. Thank you, Erica. You have to go completely like forgiven of the past, because if you keep on harboring what they've done before, what they've thought, Christy, how he usually reacts, stuff like that, then what you're gonna do is you're putting up this like energy that's repelling them to a certain extent, but also making them act that way because it's expected energetically wise. And just guilty too. The more you focus on stuff like that, remember, you have to start new, so you got to get rid of that shit. So, guys, exactly. Stop the shit. Stay strong. Stay aligned. Remember, guys, we have that contest going. So it's a free 30-minute reading to the first 10 followers who could get 10 people each to subscribe to my YouTube channel by the end of May 2020. Make sure they comment under the latest video and who referred them. Good, Daniel. Exactly. You know you heal the situation when you could think back on it and you have no emotion. If you think back on it and you have emotion, you haven't healed that shit. Okay, people? It could be about anything. It doesn't even have to be about love. When you think back on anything and it still gets a reaction out of you, you have not properly healed that situation. So either A, you got to do your chakras. B, you got to do letting go meditations to forgive the past. Forgive yourself. Forgive the person. Forgive the situation. And let that shit go. Okay? So, guys, I am getting ready to sign off. I will see you guys on Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you've messaged me, I will get back to you by tomorrow. Tomorrow. Let's be realistic. I'm not writing back today. And just because today is my final day of semi-relaxation so that Jasmine. So that I can reboot and be okay for all of you. So you guys do your part. Remember, I do like 80% of the part. You guys just got to do your 10%. I love you guys. Have a good night. See you Sunday.